defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
That's about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
talk
seriously.
about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What happens exactly when the sole cash cow in your league begins to seriously consider leaving? That's what's happening in the WNBA right now. The face of your brand, the one who drives your ratings, merchandise sales, and mainstream relevance, becomes so tired of the obvious disrespect, dirty play, and biased officiating that she's ready to walk.
I'm almost convinced that the WNBA, along with their microscopic fan base, I'm almost convinced that they don't want to see the WNBA grow. I'm almost convinced that it bothers them that Caitlin Clark has elevated the...
Because Caitlin Clark, the game-changing golden goose, the WNBA should be going above and beyond to protect Caitlin Clark, who is without a doubt the biggest thing to ever happen to this league. Don't believe it? Just look at the numbers. The media magnet is rumored to be done. Not done with basketball, done with the WNBA. And after watching the last few games, you can't really blame her.
Became the first rookie with at least 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a playoff game. That was Caitlin Clark. Became the fourth different rookie to play all 40 minutes in a playoff game. That was her.
Ratings have increased by more than 200%. Because of Caitlin Clark, who isn't just a rookie, but a revolution. The league has allowed her to be treated like a punching bag rather than a superstar. In recent months, networks have been moving MLB and even NBA Summer League games to give Caitlin Clark national prime time slots. And arena sellouts have become commonplace, with jersey sales literally exploding.
This was all game, folks. All game. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever were getting checked. All game. The Indiana Fever were getting pumped. All game. The referees let this physical style of basketball continue and continue.
Yes, that's correct. Each and every week when Clark is shoved, elbowed, checked across the face, or blindsided, the officials do little but nod, and possibly call a foul if the action is so heinous that it goes viral online and results in a retroactive wrist slap.
And what we saw in this Connecticut Sun game was J.C. Sheldon picking Caitlin Clark up full court. It was back to rookie year defensive strategies against Caitlin Clark. Guarding her full court, face guarding her, blitzing her on every single screen, double teaming her. Like, that was the Connecticut Sun defensive strategy for Caitlin Clark, and J.C. Sheldon was in her face.
And that's the issue. The league only takes action in response to fan outcry, not because it's the right thing to do, not because they want to safeguard their most valuable asset, but only because social media compels them to do so. Let's now discuss the most recent incident that ignited this whole controversy during the most recent match against the Sun. Not one but two filthy, harmful, and completely intolerable plays were directed at Clark.
As you guys can see here, J.C. Sheldon is guarding Caitlin Clark. She swipes her in the eyeball. Caitlin Clark nudges her off because J.C. stays in her face. And then Tina Charles runs over and is kind of wagging her finger in Caitlin Clark's face. And then Marina Mabrey comes out of nowhere and chucks her.
The initial JCS before fans could even finish screaming about that one. Marina McBraw chose to go full linebacker and shoulder check Clark to the floor with no ball in play and no basketball action occurring. This wasn't physical defense. It was a hit job. Sheldon reached across Clark's face and delivered what can only be described as a mini eye gouge. You could see it on the replay. It was precise and totally unnecessary.
Now let's watch this in slow motion. Here, J.C. Sheldon is guarding Caitlin, swipes her in the face. There's one. Going for the ball, swipes her in the eyeball. Caitlin's gonna have to start wearing goggles. And then Caitlin pushes her off of her, like, why are you still in my face? Marina Mabrey, bat out of hell, chucks Caitlin Clark.
And why did the refs not eject anyone? Let it sink in, Clark. Your league's biggest star is struck in the eye and then decked in the chest during a single game, and the players involved continue to play as if nothing occurred. Not a single flagrant foul was called. No referee intervened, just complete mayhem.
Got one player, one valuable asset. You have one star that you should be protecting at all costs. And how does the WNBA treat her? They constantly attack her, they poke her in the eye, then they take cheap shots.
The woman who introduced women's basketball to millions of new fans is reportedly contemplating leaving the league entirely, not retiring, not taking a break, walking away from a WNBA that quite frankly has given her every reason to do so. That's when the rumor began. According to several insiders, team reporters, and even former players whispering the same thing, Clark is at her breaking point.
The referees are going to review the play because that's a lot of contact going on right there. That's a lot of unnecessary contact. That's a lot of non-basketball contact happening during this play, right? So the 3 referees that I like to say, they got them straight out of Sephora because I don't think these referees have ever refereed a professional basketball.
Let's not mince words, but if Clark does leave, it's over. The WNBA without Caitlin Clark is a different product, one that most casual fans won't watch because the harsh reality is that after decades of pleading for mainstream attention, the league finally got it with Clark. And now they're discarding it because they can't even enforce their own rules.
Clark should 100% skip this and send a message to the commissioner. And that is about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever take their first trip to the Commissioner's Cup.
What exacerbates it? It's one thing to miss a call, but it's quite another to continuously ignore Clark's flagrant fouls while calling her for ticky-tack offenses. On the other hand, the disparity is so glaring that it's almost comical when Clark is thrashed. The whistle remains silent when she breathes close to a defender foul. It's a joke, an uncomfortable and risky joke.
Jealous rage was bad enough, but to make matters worse, and this is what most Caitlin Clark fans are pissed off about. Notice I did not say WNBA fans. They don't exist. But the reason most Caitlin Clark fans are pissed off is because the WNBA seems to be steadfast in their refusal not to do a damn thing about it.
And let's be clear, Clark has never requested preferential treatment. She isn't complaining about every call. All she has ever asked for is equal treatment and protection from repeated targeted fouls. Instead, she is attacked and then teed up for asking for it.
And I was losing it. And you guys were in chat like, what is going on? What is happening? How was that the call? After 15 minutes of deliberating, that's what you call? 3 texts and a flagrant 1? That's it? That's it? That is what they called. And it was so funny because on the broadcast, I'm not even sure who the male announcer was, but he was essentially like, what do you actually need to do to get ejected?
And that leads us back to the worry because if Clark even makes the threat to quit, the league will collapse. Casual viewers will stop watching, and the players who have been attempting to make her look modest for the past few months will resume playing in front of 1,500 people in almost empty stadiums.
Because this is Caitlin Clark that we're talking about. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game. Do you know every one of those games included the Indiana?
Let's discuss the finances. It's no secret that the WNBA has been losing money for years. Outside investments have helped to keep them afloat, and the NBA's goodwill made Clark's presence a lifeline. People wanted to purchase a product all of a sudden, and now that product is thinking about removing itself from the shelf.
Headline at USA Today. WNBA TV ratings down more than 50% since Caitlin Clark injury. But this is not me highlighting the huge embarrassing failure in the WNBA. This is not me pointing out that this league is absolutely useless without the Rue from Waterloo. This is USA Today, the home of the Star Trek virgin.
Because Clark has already made her mark and flipped pro sports on its head. Why would she stay and keep giving up her body night after night when the league won't protect her? She doesn't need the WNBA, but the league needs her like an air pandemic.
Should pack up, let the league fail. Obviously, they don't have her best interest at heart. It's an effing laughable. Sheldon Mabry were allowed to continue to play.
And the fans are aware of it. They have been outspoken and incensed. The hashtag Defend Clark is trending continuously. Supporters are posting videos of every hit she takes, every time she is fouled, every time the whistle doesn't blow, and now they are directing their eye towards the league.
Pretend basketball players have come to the harsh realization that their precious turd of a league, it is irrelevant without Caitlin Clark. Prior to her injury, the Felines were averaging 1.8 million viewers. Since Caitlin Clark has been injured, the unknown supporting cast in Indiana, they have that number down to a cool 847,000.
Networks and sponsors are anxious. and you can bet that there is a meeting taking place somewhere in the WNBA front office with one thing on the agenda. What should we do if Clark leaves? Other players are also beginning to voice their opinions.
Just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates.
That's what I do. Cunningham, Sophie, one of Clark's fiercest defenders, literally went into bodyguard mode during the most recent game, initiating a verbal altercation with the opposing team. After witnessing Clark commit yet another uncalled foul, the crowd applauded her off the court as if she were a hero for defending her teammate.
Marina Mabrey didn't get ejected for this. Marina Mabrey didn't get ejected for this at all. But Sophie Cunningham got thrown out for what she did. Sophie Cunningham got thrown out for what...
Sophie defended herself by doing what the league wouldn't allow and what the referees wouldn't allow. Fans saw that Caitlin Clark's shirt sold out in a matter of hours, and she became a symbol of accountability and loyalty. In contrast, the officials stand by game after game while witnessing Clark be assaulted and doing nothing. This is dishonorable.
Sophie Cunningham's jersey? Oh yeah. Fever fans spend that bread, folks. Sophie Cunningham's jersey, out of stock. Look at that. No size in stock. A small, a medium, a large, an extra large, a double XL. You're going to have to get one custom made. Sophie Cunningham stands up for Caitlin Clark, and overnight, her jerseys are selling like hotcakes. Sophie.
What then occurs? Does the league intervene? Do the referees begin to call fouls? Or does the commissioner ultimately declare this has gone too far? Because Caitlin Clark will go if they don't, and when she leaves, she will take the league's future, fans, ratings, and media attention with her. This is a warning, not just a rumor. Tell us what you think in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Protect your players, protect your stars, protect your league, or watch it all fall apart.